Naming notes on the keyboard. Well, let's first of all observe that there are white notes and black notes. The black notes are in a pattern of 5 before the pattern repeats itself. As you will see here, there are 3 black notes in one group and 2 black notes in another. And then there are 3 again and 2. And they sound like this. 5 notes, it's the pentatonic scale. The most common kind of scale with the white notes is like the one that starts on C. And here there are not 5 notes but 7. And then the pattern starts again. And that's like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And you have do at the bottom and do at the top when you're singing. So in the same way as if we call that one C, we'll call that one C. C, D, E, F, G, it's A. Why? Because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1 again, isn't it? It's A. But if we want the do scale, we have to start on C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, this is called the major scale, and it's made up of a certain pattern of intervals. And an interval, when we're talking about notes, is the distance between 2 notes. Now we're going to talk about tones and semitones. The distance between those 2 notes is called a tone. That's also called a tone. Make it half as big and it's called a semitone. So I'll go to the black note instead of this. You can probably hear it's close together. And if I start on that black note and then go to that white note, that semitone, the 2 together make a tone. Now, that there doesn't have a black note in between, and therefore that is also a semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. There's no black note. So the pattern of this scale is tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Don't forget, when we're talking about tones or semitones, or intervals in general, it's the distance between 2 notes. Of course you play the scale like this. 1 note at a time. Now, we've said that that's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now let's look at the black notes. That is between C and D. And the word for making a note a semitone higher in pitch, we're going to the right, of course, on the keyboard, is sharp. That is C sharp. C sharp. But it's also a semitone lower than the D. And the word for going a semitone lower is flat. So that is C sharp, and it's D flat. That one note has 2 names, C sharp and D flat. Let's go sharp from D. So this note will be called D sharp. But it's also flat from E, so therefore it's called E flat as well. And whether you call it flat or sharp all depends on the scale you're using. For example, if we play this, you've got a C, a D, an F and a G. And the only letter name that's missing is E. So you'll call that one E flat rather than D sharp, because it would be strange to have 2 kinds of D, C, D, D sharp, and then no E at all and go straight to F. So let's look at this here. That note is sharp of F, so it's F sharp, but it's also flat of G, so it's called G flat. And this one here is sharp of G, and it's called G sharp. It's flat of A, and it's called A flat. And what about this one here? It's sharp of A, and it's called A sharp, and it's also flat of B, and it's called B flat.